Okay, now I'm going to start the chapter. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is human resource. It is last chapter of geography. So it is very easy also. You have to understand it very carefully. Now what is human resource? First of all, we will see the introduction. People are a nation's greatest resource. इसमें दिया हुआ है कि जो एक कंट्री है उसके लिए जो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट रिसोर्स है, रिसोर्स मीन संसाधन। सो जो इम्पोर्टेंट रिसोर्स है वो है वहाँ के लोग। सो पीपल आर द ग्रेटेस्ट रिसोर्स ऑफ अ कंट्री। इफ पीपल आर वेल एजुकेटेड, healthy and cultured, then the country will automatically develop. But if people of a country are uneducated, unhealthy, and they are involved in crime, or they are not motivated to do something good, then they are not resource for the country, but they are like a burden for the country. I think you know about the liability and asset. Liability means you are burden means boj, when you are not doing when you are not contributing any thing for the development of the country. And liability and asset मतलब क्या होता है, that it is positive when you are contributing in the development of the country. सो यहाँ पे कहा गया कि जो लोग होते हैं, जो लोग पीपल होते हैं, दे आर द कंट्रीज ग्रेटेस्ट रिसोर्स। अगर लोग पढ़े लिखे हैं, एजुकेटेड हैं, हेल्दी हैं, तो जो है कंट्री का डेवलपमेंट होगा। अगर वो पढ़े लिखे हेल्दी नहीं है तो जो है कंट्री डेवलप नहीं कर सकती, भले ही हमारे देश में कितनी भी नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज क्यों ना हो। नेचर्स बाउंड्री बिकम सिग्निफिकेंट ओनली व्हेन पीपल फाइंड इट यूजफुल। हमारे देश में भले ही नंबर ऑफ रिवर्स हैं, या सॉइल फर्टाइल हो, या फिर लैंड काफ़ी अच्छी हो, लेकिन जब तक हमारे यहाँ के लोग जो हैं एजुकेटेड नहीं होंगे, उस रिसोर्सेज को प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज नहीं करेंगे, तब तक जो है कोई भी कंट्री डेवलप नहीं कर सकता है। इट इज पीपल विद देयर डिमांड एंड एबिलिटीज दैट टर्न देम इनटू रिसोर्सेज। जो भी हमारे नेचुरल रिसोर्सेज, हमारे नेचुरल चीजें लाइक सॉइल, लैंड, वाटर, फॉरेस्ट, ये जितनी भी मिनरल्स, all these natural things are present in the nature, but only they become resource after they are utilized by the human beings. जब इंसान, मनुष्य उसे यूज करता है, तभी जाके वो रिसोर्स में कन्वर्ट होता है। सो रिसोर्स एक तरफ है आपका, ये आपके नेचुरल थिंग्स है। नेचुरल थिंग्स जैसे कोई कुछ भी हो गया, सॉइल है, लैंड है ना, फॉरेस्ट है, ये जो नेचुरल चीजें हैं वो रिसोर्स कब बनती हैं? दे बिकम रिसोर्स when they are utilized by human beings. So nature और natural जो things हैं and resources के बीच में क्या आ रहा है? आपका human. So if human are developed, human are educated, human are better equipped with technology, they will use the natural resources and they will convert them into resource for their utilization. ठीक है? अब आपको पता है कि जो है जंगलों में बहुत सारे जो है आपके लकड़ियां पाई जाती हैं। उन लकड़ियों को मनुष्य क्या करता है, डिफरेंट टिम्बर्स में कन्वर्ट करता है, डिफरेंट फर्नीचर्स में कन्वर्ट करता है, जिससे कि हम इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। यू नो दैट देयर इज एम्पल दिस मिनरल रिसोर्सेज विच आर फाउंड बीनीथ द अर्थ surface, but only they are converted into steel, they are converted into aluminium, they are converted into different types of metals only when they are used by the when they are used by the human beings. So any natural resource, any natural thing is converted into a resource only after the when it is used by human beings. So human beings are the link between natural things and resources. Without human beings, natural things cannot be converted into resource. Human resource is the ultimate resource, so human beings are the most important thing. Just understand this way, that all the machines are made by the human beings, all the technologies are made by the human beings, all the roads, flyovers, automobiles, everything which you are seeing in the environment, they all are made by the human beings only, with their mind and brain. So educated and healthy people is the need of the country, because only they can develop a nation, and they can betterly utilize the resources of a country. So healthy, educated and motivated people develop resources as per their requirement. So as there is requirement, people develop the resources whenever they require anything. Now that's why government of a country invest in the health sector and education sector. For example, जो क्यों हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने सारे स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेजेस इंडिया में ओपन कर रखे हैं, ताकि हमारे जो बच्चे हैं वो पढ़ लिख सके एंड वो जो है एजुकेटेड बन सके, वो उनके अंदर कोई स्किल डेवलपमेंट हो ताकि उन्हें रोजगार मिले आगे चल के, एंड दे कैन अर्न इनकम एंड दे कैन कंट्रीब्यूट इन द नेशनल इकोनॉमी. Then why our government has opened so many hospitals, so many primary centers in the villages, in urban areas and towns, so that people can get better health facilities and they can remain healthy and they can work actively in the development of the country, because an unhealthy person cannot work with full dedication and motivation for development. Now, human resources, like other resources, are not equally distributed over the world. They differ in their educational level, age, and sex. Here, it is written that throughout the world, people are not equally distributed. All right. Like, for example, you know, that developed countries of the world, like America, European countries, their people are more educated and they have more skill and technical know-how than people living in Asian countries and African countries. People of Asia and Africa, they are less, educated. They are less technically sound. They have less skill as compared to your European and American people. Skill मतलब क्या होता है कि जब आप किसी चीज में बहुत ज्यादा efficient होते हो, सक्षम होते हो. For example, IT professional, उसे हम प्रोफेशनल क्यों कहते हैं? क्योंकि उसको स्किल आती है. What is that skill? He knows how to operate, or he knows very efficiently the ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम ऑफ अ कंप्यूटर, सॉफ्टवेयर की नॉलेज उससे बहुत अच्छी होती है ना. तो आईटी सेक्टर मींस कि दोज पीपल हु आर वेरी वेल, दे हैव वेरी गुड नॉलेज, प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज ऑफ द कंप्यूटर. They create different types of softwares. They are software developers. So अगर आपको आईटी की नॉलेज है तो आपको वर्ल्ड में कहीं भी जॉब मिल सकती है. ठीक है, तो ये डिपेंड्स ऑन द डिफरेंट कंट्रीज कि द पीपल ऑफ जापान, द पीपल ऑफ यूरोपियन कंट्रीज, all these people are highly educated, and not only educated, they have practical knowledge of their subject, unlike people of India who only have theoretical knowledge. Then age also depends. Different age groups are found in different parts of the world. In India, youth population is more, whereas in European and American countries, people of above 35 and 45 years of age are more. It means that they have more experience than Indian and Indian people, Indian or Chinese or African people. They are more because they have seen number of changes in the economy, in the field of science and technology, so they have more experience and they heavily contribute in the development of their country. Similarly, सेक्स मीन्स जेंडर मीन्स कुछ ऐसे देश हैं जहाँ पे आपका सेक्स रेशियो बेहतर है, कुछ देश ऐसे हैं जहाँ पे सेक्स रेशियो आपका अनइवन है. मीन्स गर्ल्स जो है उनकी संख्या कम है, बॉयज की संख्या ज्यादा है. देयर नंबर्स एंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑल्सो कीप changing. So basically in this chapter we are going to study about human beings. How important is human for a country? If human is not educated and healthy, entire nation cannot develop. So everything, every development depends on the human beings. Similarly, like in your family, अगर आपके घर में आप मान लो सपोज आपके पेरेंट्स आपको पढ़ा लिखा रहे हैं, ठीक है, क्यों पढ़ाते लिखाते हैं? ताकि आज आप पढ़ लिख जाओगे तो आपके पास नॉलेज आएगी. कल को जाके आप आफ्टर 12th यू विल ट्राई टू लर्न सम स्किल फॉर जॉब पर्पस. लाइक आप इंजीनियरिंग ज्वाइन करोगे या कंप्यूटर जो है कोर्स आप ज्वाइन करोगे, तो कंप्यूटर और इंजीनियरिंग हम क्यों करते हैं, या फिर मैनेजमेंट कोर्सेज क्यों करते हैं? क्योंकि हमें एक पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में स्किल्ड बनना है. ठीक है, एक हमें उसके बारे में हर चीज पता होनी चाहिए. Like for example, I'm geography teacher, so it means that I know everything about geography because I'm skilled in it. That's why I'm a geography teacher right now. I'm not a maths teacher. मुझे maths के बारे में नहीं पता रहेगा. Similarly, maths teacher he has skill of math subject. तो इस तरह से क्या होता है कि हम आफ्टर क्लास 12th हम लोग जो है स्किल जो है उसको सीखने की कोशिश करते हैं ताकि हमें कोई जॉब मिल सके. तो हमारी जो गवर्नमेंट है इसमें काफी मतलब जो है स्कूल्स एंड कॉलेजेस बनाती है, ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स जो है IITs हैं, IIMs हैं, पूरे इंडिया भर में खोले जाते हैं. तो ताकि हमारे जो लोग हैं वो स्किल हो सके और डेवलप हो सके. नाउ हियर in this block you can see, do you know the government of India has a Ministry of Human Resource Development. I think all of you have heard about this ministry, Human Resource Development Ministry. It's a ministry which the function of this ministry is to look after the development of the people of India, overall development. and under this our education system also come under human resource development. All right, it is the purpose of this ministry is to make people of India, to convert them into a resource by providing them better education, skill and technical know-how. Now this ministry was created in 1985. Now see why we have created a separate ministry for human beings, because humans are a very crucial part of any country. अगर ह्यूमन बींग्स आपके डेवलप नहीं होंगे तो पूरा देश कैसे डेवलप करेगा? सो पर्टिकुलरली ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट के लिए एक अलग से मिनिस्ट्री बनाई गई है, एंड दिस मिनिस्ट्री वाज क्रिएटेड इन 1985 विद द एम टू इंप्रूव पीपल्स स्किल, सो दैट पीपल्स स्किल can be improved. Like doctor is skilled hai, that's why he's a doctor. Engineer, because he is skilled in engineering services, that's why he's an engineer. I'm a teacher because I'm expert in my teaching subject. All right, a person, he's a government driver, why? Because he's expert in driving. So skill is the when you are very expert in any particular field. It can be either your doctor field, medical field, it can be your engineering field, it can be your business field, it can be your computer field. So in any field when you are expert, this shows that you are a skilled person. This just shows how important people are as a resource for the country. So by now you can understand why people are the greatest resource. A separate ministry has been created for the development of people in India, that is HRD ministry. Now next, in this diagram you can see there are 500 children in my school. My village has 1000 people. How many people do you think there are in the whole world? There are 30 children in my class, 6.6 billion people. How do you write that in numbers? All right, so they are discussing that one child is saying that in my village there are 1000 people. This girl is saying that I have 500 children in my school. So different people are saying that they have different number of people in their class, school or country. So in in whole world there are 6.6 billion population. Now next topic is your distribution of population. So in the first topic we studied about the human resource, that how humans become resource and what is the importance of a human being. Without human beings no country can develop, because humans are the greatest resource for a country. If people are educated and if they are healthy, they will get job, they will earn income, and they will contribute in the national income of a country. But if people are involved in theft, if they are involved in crime, they are always unhealthy. If they are not educated, they are illiterate, so they will be poor, and government has to then government have to spend on their welfare. All right, so they will become burden on the government, and they will be not any and they are not going to be any asset. Now distribution of population. As I said that people are the greatest resource. Now throughout the world people are not equally distributed. Pattern means a proper system. You know that there are a number of continents like North America, South America, Asia, Europe, then your Antarctica, and then Australia. Although Antarctica is not inhabitable, in throughout the world people are not equally distributed. There are certain areas in which people are more population is found, and there are other areas where people are less. More than 90% of the world's population lives in about 10% of the land surface. Now you can see this fact that 90% of the population, world's 90% of the population lives in only 10% of the land surface. It means that either the majority of the area of the world cannot be inhabitable. It is out of the reach of the people. For example, your North Pole area, South Pole area, Antarctica, Arctica, all these regions cannot, their people cannot survive because their climate is very harsh. There throughout the year you will find snowfall, permanent ice cover, icebergs. So the conditions, climatic conditions are not suitable for people to live there. So maximum people, they live near the equator. For example, suppose this is globe. All right, this is equator. So most of the population you will find near the equator only. 90% of the population, they will they live in the equatorial or tropical areas. Here they live in this area. All right, why? Because of all the climatic conditions, geographical conditions. There is availability of water, better climate, then plain surface. So most of the areas near the polar areas, they cannot be inhabited by the people because of harsh climate. Then there are certain areas which are mountainous areas. So in mountains also, because the topography is very slanting, harsh topography, people cannot survive in mountainous area. So in mountains also you can find very less population. So in desertic areas also, so mountains, desert, cold areas, their population is very less. So it is said that only 10% of the 10% of the area, over 10% of area, 90% of world population live. It means on the earth, very very small part of the area is suitable for living of the people. Now distribution of population in the world is extremely uneven. As I said, there are certain areas which are highly densely populated. On the other hand, there are certain areas where less than 100 or 50 people are found. ये आप खुद भी अंदाजा लगा सकते हो कि हमारे इंडिया में क्या है, या चाइना में पैर रखने की जगह नहीं है। वहीं आप ग्रीनलैंड चले जाइए, आप स्कॉटलैंड, आप नॉर्वे, स्वीडन, यहाँ चले जाइए, यहाँ पे बहुत ही कम जनसंख्या पाई जाती है। नाउ सम एरियाज आर वेरी क्राउडेड मतलब मीन्स पॉपुलेशन इज वेरी हाई, एंड सम आर स्पार्सली पॉपुलेटेड. स्पार्सली मीन्स लेस पॉपुलेशन. द क्राउडेड एरियाज आर साउथ एंड साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. नाउ हियर यू कैन सी साउथ एंड साउथ ईस्ट एशिया. साउथ एशिया एंड साउथ ईस्ट एशिया मतलब क्या होता है, पूरा इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश, चाइना, ये जितने भी एरियाज हैं, देयर, श्रीलंका, ऑल दीज एरियाज आर हाईली पॉपुलेटेड. यूरोप एंड नॉर्थ अमेरिका, नॉर्थ अमेरिका, ये सब भी हाईली पॉपुलेटेड है. वेरी फ्यू पीपल लिव इन हाई लैटिट्यूड एरियाज. मतलब ये बता रहे हैं कि कहाँ पे जनसंख्या कम है. जैसे हाई लैटिट्यूड एरियाज क्या होते हैं, जो आपकी यहाँ पे पोलर एरियाज के पास, जहाँ पे बहुत ठंड पड़ती है, जहाँ पे बर्फ रहती है, यहाँ पे बहुत कम जनसंख्या आपको मिलेगी. देन डेजर्टिक एरियाज, जहाँ भी आपके इन एरियाज में इक्वेटर के आसपास जहाँ भी डेजर्ट है, लाइक सहारा डेजर्ट हो गया, इंडिया का थार डेजर्ट हो गया, यहाँ पे भी कम जनसंख्या है. हाई माउंटेन्स, जो पहाड़ है वर्ल्ड में जहां भी, वहां पे कम जनसंख्या है. एंड एरियाज ऑफ इक्वेटोरियल फॉरेस्ट, जो इक्वेटर के आसपास के जो फॉरेस्टेड एरियाज है, इन सारे ही एरियाज में आपकी जनसंख्या कम है. ये देखिए आप. So these are areas of less population. Now many more people live in north of the equator than south of the equator. ये यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं कि जो maximum population है, they live in the northern hemisphere, that is area north of equator, as compared to southern hemisphere. I think all of you are aware about hemisphere. Area above equator is northern hemisphere and below is southern hemisphere. And as you if you will see the world map, I think there is world map. I will see. No, there is, I think, no. Yeah, here you can see world map. Now this is the equator, है ना. ये जो है आपका लाइन जो है, this is equator. Now you can see that most of the land mass, like entire North America, some part of South America, majority part of Africa, entire Europe and Africa, they lie in the northern hemisphere. It means the most percentage of the land is present in the northern hemisphere, and only less percentage of land is present in the southern hemisphere. Like here you can see only although a larger part of South America lie in the southern hemisphere, but it is very less as compared to these land masses. सिमिलरली आप अफ्रीका का भी बहुत कम हिस्सा नीचे है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया है. तो मतलब जो सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर है, वहां पे लैंड मास काफी कम है. मेजोरिटी क्या है, ओशन, पानी से घिरा हुआ है. ठीक है, तो पानी यहाँ पे ज्यादा है, लैंड कम है. इसका अपोजिट है इन द नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर. देयर इज हाई परसेंटेज ऑफ लैंड इन द नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर एंड लेस वाटर एरिया. So majority of the population lives in the northern hemisphere as compared to southern hemisphere. Now we will see one by one the factors which affect the distribution of population. Now it is clear in your brain that distribution of population is not even. There are certain areas where population is very high, and there are certain areas where population is very low. Now what are the factors which influence this uneven distribution of population? First factor is your geographical factor. Alright, भौगोलिक या फिर geographical factors होते हैं, they are very important, and जिनकी वजह से कहीं जनसंख्या ज्यादा है, कहीं कम है. For example, first is your topography. As I said, topography means either an area can be a mountain, plateau or plain. And as all of us know that mountains are very high altitude areas. Their settlement is very difficult. बिकॉज पीपल कैन फेस नंबर ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स लाइक क्लाइमेट, एडवर्स क्लाइमेट है, देन जो लैंड होता है वो भी आपका समतल नहीं है, प्लेन नहीं है, अंडरलेटिंग टोपोग्राफी, ऊबड़ खाबड़ जमीन होती है माउंटेन्स पे, तो यहाँ पे जो लोग हैं बहुत कम पाए जाते हैं। प्लेट्यूज में मीडियम है, एंड प्लेन एरियाज आर बेस्ट फॉर सेटलमेंट पर्पज. These are suitable for farming, manufacturing, and service activities. So plain areas are the here it is written, people always prefer to live on plains. Why? Because they are flat areas and their farming is also possible. Industries can also be established in the form of manufacturing, and services can also be provided because all the railways or roadways or anything can be well constructed in the plain areas. Now, as for example, Ganga plain of India is highly populated in India because of plain topography. Their farming and everything is well preferred. On the other hand, दुनिया में जितने भी mountains हैं like Andes, then Andes of South America, Alps of Europe, and Himalayas of Asia, they are very sparsely populated. Sparsely means less population is found because of topography. Now next is climate. So all these factors are closely attached to each other. Climate means people always avoid extreme climates, like suppose option is given to you to live in cold areas, extremely cold areas like in polar areas, or very hot areas like deserts. So you will always avoid these areas because living in extreme climatic conditions can be very uncomfortable. So people, they always choose to live in the moderate climatic areas like your coastal areas. एंड जहाँ पे भी क्लाइमेट ना बहुत गर्म होता है ना बहुत ठंडा होता है, लोग वहां पे रहना प्रेफर करते हैं. नेक्स्ट है आपका सॉइल. सॉइल मीन्स वेयर एवर फर्टाइल सॉइल इज फाउंड, पीपल यूज टू सेटल इन दोज प्लेसेस ओनली फ्रॉम अर्लियर हिस्टोरिकल टाइम ओनली. ऑल द वर्ल्ड एंशिएंट सिविलाइजेशंस लाइक your Harappa civilization, Indus Valley civilization, China Valley civilization, Mesopotamia civilization, जितनी भी पुरानी सभ्यताएं हैं वो कहाँ सबसे पहले सेटल हुई थी? नियर द वाटर. ठीक है, तो वाटर के पास सेटल होती है, जहां भी नदियां होती हैं, और जहां नदियां होती हैं वहां पे का जो मिट्टी होती है वो काफी उपजाऊ होती है क्योंकि वहां पे एलुवियल सॉइल मिलती है. लाइक हवांग हो, चैंगजियांग इन चाइना, नाइल इन इजिप्ट, गंगा एंड ब्रह्मपुत्रा इन इंडिया. So wherever fertile soil is found in the form of alluvial soil, their population will be high because land is suitable for agriculture, and agriculture provides income to the people. So soil fertility is very important. Next is water. As I said, all the ancient civilizations were settled near the river valleys because of easy availability of the water for different purpose. It can be used for irrigation in the agriculture. Then they can be used for drinking purpose, for all the household activities. So people avoid to live in desert areas because there is scarcity of water. Now next is minerals. People always try to live in those areas or you can say that the areas which are rich in mineral resources like iron, diamond, gold, there you will find more population because mining is there. So people find employment. Similarly, because of mining purpose, there you can see development of number of iron mineral based industries like iron ore, aluminium industries. So people find employment opportunities there, and after a passage of time a city is developed, or the concentration of people increases in these types of areas. Now best example in India you can see is the Jamshedpur area. Alright, earlier Jamshedpur was a very common city, Sanchi, but later on it developed as a industrial town because of the development of iron and steel industry in India, Tata Iron and Steel Industry. So wherever mineral resources are present, people settle in large amounts so that they can found employment in industries. Then next is your soil. So all these were your geographical factors: water, climate, topography, and soil. Now next is social, cultural, and economic factors. In this you can see social means areas of better housing, education, and health facilities are more densely populated. Example, Pune. According to this, the areas where there is better housing facility, education, suppose आपको कहीं सेटल होना तो आप क्या देखोगे कि वहाँ पे बेहतर स्कूल कॉलेजेस हो, वहाँ पे अच्छे हॉस्पिटल्स हो. तो अगर कोई भी ऐसा एरिया होता है तो लोग वहाँ पे जाके सेटल हो जाते हैं. देन कल्चरल मीन्स सपोज आप हिंदू रिलीजन के हैं या आप क्रिश्चियन रिलीजन के हैं, तो आपको अपने कल्चर के लोगों के साथ अगर रहना है तो आप वाराणसी, जेरूसलम एंड वेटिकन सिटी को आप कंसिडर करोगे. एंड लास्ट इज और इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर. इकोनॉमिक मीन्स कि इकोनॉमिक इज अगेन रिलेटेड टू मिनरल्स ओनली. अगर वो एरिया जहाँ पे इंडस्ट्रीज ज्यादा होती हैं, जहाँ पे एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज आपको ज्यादा मिलती हैं, वहां पे लोग जाके सेटल हो जाते हैं। लाइक इंडिया में क्या है, आपका मुंबई है, दिल्ली है, बेंगलोर है, एंड वर्ल्ड में आपका ओसाका इन जापान। तो जहां भी रोजगार मिलता है, इंडस्ट्रीज होती है, लोग वहां पे जाके सेटल हो जाते हैं। तो आज जो है टुडे आई विल समराइज माय और आई विल सम अप विद दिस टॉपिक ओनली, द फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग population. If there is any doubt, you can ask me. You have to very carefully again read all these topics which I have taught right now, and if there is any doubt, you can ask me in the next class, or you can write it in the written form and post it in the Google Classroom, so I will answer your query. Children, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so whatever I have taught you in this class, you have to again read it. You have to make notes. That now I will take your class to tomorrow also. Tomorrow, or I will maybe I can send you that recorded video also. So whatever will be the situation tomorrow, I will tell you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, class.
Thank you, ma'am.